And you say this teacher assigned the book for your English class to read?
Well, yes, but...
Ernie, what would you say if I told you that this book your Mr. Jordan gave you to read is on a list of subversive publications I got in the mail last week?
Subversive? Mr. Jordan wouldn't do a thing like that, not on purpose.
How do you know he wouldn't? What do you really know about this fellow Jordan?
Well, he's a nice guy, that's all, Dad. And he's a good teacher. He gets you really interested in what he's teaching.
Yeah, I'll bet he does. I'm getting interested in what he's teaching myself. Mighty interested, as a matter of fact. And I believe there are other people in this town that'll be interested, too. Hello, J.D. This is Ernest Hughes. What do you know about this Henry Jordan at the high school? You're right, I am mad. Got a book here my son Ernie brought home. Deep Torrent by James Brown. Well, I'll tell you what about it. It's subversive. It's on the list. This fella Jordan put the book on a recommended reading list he gave the kids in the English class. Looks to me like this red business is getting a foothold right in our own schools.
Franklin, J.D. Scott speaking. Ever hear anything about the teacher at the high school, a Henry Jordan, being a communist?
Communist? No, don't believe I have. Where'd you get that story?
Well, Ernie Hughes called me on the phone a while ago. I thought I'd ought to check with you.
And unfortunately, we've seen some books in some of these libraries. I mean, you're talking about kids in middle school. Some of the stuff that has ended up there, incredibly disturbing stuff.
I'm not going to pull any punches, but I know there's a real danger, and I'm going to point it out to you. Tonight, there sits in this room, right here among us, a man who's trying to poison the minds of our children. You've read about these people sneaking their way into our schools and even our churches, but if you're like me, you never thought you'd find one right in your own midst. And I, for one, would like to know what Mr. Henry Jordan has to say for himself.
Mr. Hughes, are you accusing Henry Jordan of subversion?
That's what I said.
May I ask, on what grounds?
It seems to me that any teacher who makes his classes read subversive literature is obviously a subversive himself. And I know what I'm talking about because my son Ernie brought one of these books home. A book Mr. Henry Jordan assigned for his classes to read.
So you had more and more all across the country, including Florida, but certainly it was fever pitch in other parts of the country where parents, they're now going to these school board meetings. They're asking tough questions.
Now at 11, clashes, chaos, and arrests outside a Glendale school board meeting.
Mr. Hughes, may I ask the title of this subversive book you say I assigned?
Deep Torrent by James Brown.
Mr. Hughes, I can appreciate your concern, but let me assure you that Deep Torrent is not subversive literature. It's long been recognized.
Oh, I expect you to deny it, Jordan. That book is on a list of subversive publications, and I have the list right here to prove it.
Mr. Hughes, I can assure you I have no intention of ever...
Here's proof. How can you argue with it?
Mr. Travis?
The only way that we can really get this fellow Jordan is to take this business to the school board.
School board.
I move we adjourn.
What we're going to be doing today is sign probably the strongest curriculum transparency legislation in the country. It also provides an ability for parents to review this and lodge objections if they find the material to either deviate from state standards or to just be inappropriate.
All right, son, what's bothering you? Ernie!
Now I'm a communist.
You're a what?
The kids say I'm a communist, like you say Mr. Jordan is.
Why, that's ridiculous. Who ever got an idea like that?
Several of them. Mr. Jordan and I get along all right. I'm editor of the school paper, and he's the advisor, and I write an editorial, and he approves it, and that makes us both communists.
Oh, that's nonsense, Ernie. They can't call you a communist, not only more than that.
And what are they calling Mr. Jordan one for?
Well, now, that's different, son.
How's it different? You read the book, Dad? You even read the book?
Yes, Dr. McMillan.
Friends, I can't tell you how deeply troubled I've been by the problem here. You see, I've known Henry Jordan since he was a boy. I know his father and his mother, and I know the kind of people they've always been as members of my church. I know Henry Jordan is a devout and dependable man of God, and a man who is that can't possibly be what you've accused him of being. To my way of thinking, he has been victimized.
Excuse me, Dr. McMillan, but maybe you've been victimized. We've got proof. Ernie Hughes can bear me out on that.
Okay, now, if you'll permit me a moment, Dr. McMillan.
If there's a man here tonight guilty of misdoing, I'm that man. I charged Henry Jordan with subversion. I did it in what I thought was good faith. But I find out now that it was really prompted by ignorance.
I've read the book. I've read the book. This Deep Torrent by James Brown.
If I'd done it in the first place, I could have saved Mr. Jordan all the hurt I know I've caused him, and all the hurt it's caused even my own son.
Deep Torrent was written over 60 years ago and has been in the school library since I was a boy. It's a novel, and as far as I'm concerned, although I don't like the book, it is not subversive. That's the proof, and the only proof we have against Henry Jordan.
And I hope that Mr. Jordan and all of you can accept my deepest and most sincere apologies for the mess I've stirred up here.
Hey, look here, son. Come on, look at your present. Did you ever see such a sleepy head?
This is a very happy time for you, isn't it, Henry?
Certainly a contrast to what it was before. I wonder if you know how we felt. I think it's the most desolate feeling I've ever known when the people you live with all of a sudden turn against you. Well, anyway, it's all over now.
And I believe the town may have learned a lesson from what happened to you, Henry. People were beginning to get suspicious of each other. You know, it's a funny thing.
Jordan, you never fooled us. Get out while you can.
I guess it's going to be a bigger job than we thought.
Who knows what a stone carelessly thrown may bring? Who knows?